Well, have you seen that new girl around?
Who, Heather, the little girl who moved in next door to Opie?
In the heart of Mayberry, a scene unfolds that many viewers may have overlooked. The iconic moment features Andy Taylor and Barney Fife, showcasing their unique friendship and the charm of small-town life. As they navigate their daily routines, the subtle details in their interactions reveal deeper layers of their characters. For instance, the way Andy often takes a patient approach with Barney highlights not just their camaraderie, but also the values of understanding and support that permeate the show. Moreover, the background of Mayberry itself plays a crucial role in this scene. The quaint storefronts and friendly faces of the townsfolk create a warm atmosphere that enhances the narrative. Viewers might miss how the setting reflects the simplicity and innocence of the time, serving as a backdrop for the lessons learned in each episode. Additionally, the use of humor in this particular scene is not just for laughs. It subtly conveys messages about friendship, responsibility, and community. The interactions between characters, filled with light-hearted banter, often carry deeper meanings that resonate with the audience. As the scene progresses, the dynamics between Andy and Barney illustrate the importance of loyalty and trust, values that are often taken for granted in today's fast-paced world. The way they support each other, even in the face of mishaps, reinforces the idea that true friendship endures through challenges. This blend of humor, character development, and community spirit is what makes this scene memorable, yet many viewers may not fully appreciate the intricate details that contribute to its charm. The subtle nuances in their dialogue and the background elements of Mayberry create a rich tapestry that invites viewers to look closer and reflect on the deeper messages woven throughout the show.
Vacancy in that department.
Oh, boy.
Well, what person did you have in mind?
Opie Taylor.
During the second season of The Andy Griffith Show, an interesting incident occurred when Andy Griffith broke his hand. This injury happened while he was filming a scene where his character was supposed to apprehend some crooks. In a moment of frustration, Andy punched a wall, resulting in a broken hand. The show cleverly explained this injury as part of the storyline, adding a layer of realism to the character's experiences in law enforcement. In a different, but equally significant moment in television history, Jim Nabors, who played the beloved character Gomer Pyle on the show, came out as homosexual in 2013. This revelation was a surprise to many, as Nabors had kept his personal life private for decades. He had been in a committed relationship with his partner for 38 years, and they eventually married. This openness about his sexuality marked an important moment in the entertainment industry, showcasing how far society had come in terms of acceptance and love. Both Andy Griffith's injury and Jim Nabors' personal journey reflect the complexities of life behind the scenes of a beloved television series.
Well, now, that's a right interesting story, Ope.
It is, Pa?
It surely is. See,
Andy and Don shared a deep friendship that was filled with playful teasing and practical jokes. Their bond was evident both on and off the set of The Andy Griffith Show. Growing up in the South during the Great Depression, both men faced significant challenges in their early lives. This shared background of poverty helped to forge a strong connection between them, as they understood the struggles and hardships that shaped their characters. Andy Griffith was known for his mischievous spirit, often playing pranks on his fellow cast members. One of his favorite targets was George Goober Lindsay. In a memorable prank, Andy scattered duck guts around the set to wake Goober, showcasing his playful nature and sense of humor. These antics not only brought laughter to the cast, but also created a lively atmosphere on set. The friendship between Andy and Don, marked by their shared experiences and lighthearted pranks, contributed to the charm and warmth that made The Andy Griffith Show a beloved classic.
Jingle.
And he can make smoke come out of his ears. You can put that down.
Out of his ears.
As the series progressed, the cast of The Andy Griffith Show developed a playful camaraderie that often led to lighthearted pranks. One memorable prank involved bronzing Andy's moccasins at the end of a season, showcasing the fun and mischief that existed behind the scenes. The opening credits of the show are iconic, featuring a serene scene of Andy and Opie walking along a riverbank. However, a little-known fact is that the rock Opie appears to toss into the water was not actually thrown by Ron Howard. Instead, it was a crew member who made the throw, adding a layer of behind-the-scenes magic to the beloved opening sequence. In addition to the playful atmosphere on set, the relationship between Andy Griffith and Anita Corso, who portrayed Helen Crump, sparked interest among fans. Allegedly, their connection extended beyond the screen, hinting at an off-screen romance that added depth to their on-screen chemistry. This blend of pranks, memorable moments, and personal relationships contributed to the charm and enduring legacy of the show, making it a cherished part of television history.
They're actually going to permit the governor to come all the way down here just to hold me up to ridicule. And why? Just because I...
During the production of The Andy Griffith Show, a memorable incident occurred involving Andy and Anita. A crew member, while disguised as a waiter, stumbled upon Andy and Anita in an intimate situation. This unexpected moment added a layer of intrigue to the show's behind-the-scenes stories. Helen Crump, played by the talented actress who portrayed Anita Corso, was initially meant to be a one-time character. However, her performance resonated with both the cast and the audience, leading to her becoming a regular on the show. Helen's character brought a new dynamic to the series, especially in her interactions with Andy Taylor, the show's main character. The chemistry between them was undeniable, and viewers quickly grew fond of her presence. This shift in Helen's role showcased how a single performance could change the trajectory of a character in a beloved series. The show's ability to adapt and evolve with its characters contributed to its lasting popularity and charm.
Well, you ready?
Yeah, I'll set.
Let's go.
You boys drive carefully
We
and have
will.
a good time.
Okay.
Before the Andy Griffith Show premiered, the beloved characters of Andy and Opie made their first appearance on the show Make Room for Daddy. This crossover helped to introduce audiences to the charming dynamics that would later be fully explored in their own series. The show quickly became a staple of American television, showcasing the simple yet profound relationship between a father and son in the fictional town of Mayberry. In the series, Sarah, the phone operator, played a unique role. Although she was never seen on camera, her voice became a familiar presence to viewers. Sarah's character added a layer of authenticity to the small-town setting, as she was often the one connecting the townsfolk with each other and with Andy. Her unseen contributions helped to create a sense of community that was central to the show's appeal. Interestingly, Andy's house address varied throughout the series. In one episode, it was noted as 332 Maple Road, while in another, it was referred to as 24 Elm Street. This inconsistency did not detract from the show's charm. Rather, it added to the whimsical nature of Mayberry, where the focus was more on the characters and their interactions than on strict continuity. The blend of these elements contributed to the enduring legacy of The Andy Griffith Show, making it a cherished part of television history.
Barney. Now, Goober, you agree.
Often, Andy Griffith would sprinkle his dialogue with an old Southern expression that carried various meanings, reflecting his Southern roots and adding a layer of authenticity to the show. This subtle incorporation of regional language helped to create a warm and relatable atmosphere in Mayberry, the fictional town where the series took place. The charm of the show was not just in its characters, but also in the way it captured the essence of Southern culture. Andy Griffith, who played the lead role of Sheriff Andy Taylor, was not only the face of the show, but also a significant force behind its creation. He owned 50% of The Andy Griffith Show, a decision made in agreement with the show's creators, Sheldon Leonard and Danny Thomas. This ownership allowed Griffith to have a substantial influence on the direction and tone of the series. His vision for the show was clear, and it resonated with audiences, making it a beloved classic. The combination of Griffith's Southern expressions and his ownership stake contributed to the show's unique charm and enduring legacy.
A complete turnabout. They go the other way. They look for...
At the time of his death, Andy Griffith's personal wealth was estimated at $35 million. This impressive sum reflects not only his successful career in television and film, but also his enduring legacy in the entertainment industry. One of the most memorable aspects of The Andy Griffith Show is its opening scene, which features Andy and his son Opie fishing together. This iconic moment captures the essence of their relationship and the simple, wholesome life in the fictional town of Mayberry. Interestingly, this beloved scene was filmed at Franklin Canyon Park in Los Angeles, not in North Carolina, where the show is often thought to be set. The picturesque backdrop of the park added to the charm of the series, making it a favorite among viewers. The show resonated with audiences for its portrayal of small-town life, family values, and the gentle humor that characterized Andy's interactions with Opie and the other townsfolk. The combination of Griffith's talent and the show's heartwarming stories contributed to its lasting popularity and cultural significance. The pond in Franklin Canyon Park holds a special place in television history, particularly for its connection to classic shows like The Andy Griffith Show. This serene location was not only a backdrop for the beloved series, but also featured in a 1961 episode of The Rifleman. In this episode, Kevin McCarthy portrayed the iconic American author Mark Twain. The choice of Franklin Canyon Park for this role highlights the versatility of the setting, which could easily evoke the charm of small-town America, a theme central to both series. The tranquil waters of the pond provided a picturesque scene that complemented the storytelling of the time. The connection between these two shows illustrates how certain locations can become intertwined with the narratives of different characters and eras. The use of the pond in both The Andy Griffith Show and The Rifleman showcases the enduring appeal of classic television and the way it captures the essence of American culture. The legacy of these shows continues to resonate with audiences, reminding them of simpler times and the stories that shaped their childhoods.
I'd make a fortune. I see, Floyd, I got to go.
The Andy Griffith Show, which first aired in the 1960s, remains a beloved classic that has stood the test of time. It is often described as a representation of an idealized America, evoking a sense of nostalgia for simpler times. Many viewers appreciate the show for its heartwarming qualities and the moral lessons it imparts, suggesting that it offers valuable insights into human behavior and community values. The series is not just a sitcom. It feels like a genuine portrayal of life in the fictional town of Mayberry, populated by relatable characters who resonate with audiences even decades later. One of the standout features of the show is its unique ability to blend humor with authenticity. The comedy arises naturally from the distinct personalities of the characters rather than relying on forced punchlines or gimmicky jokes. This organic approach to humor is a testament to the skill of the writers and the talented cast, particularly the dynamic between Andy Taylor and Barney Fife. Their interactions are often cited as the heart of the show, showcasing a friendship that is both endearing and realistic. The dialogue feels genuine, making it easy for viewers to become immersed in the world of Mayberry. However, opinions diverge when it comes to the show's later seasons, particularly those that transition to color. While some fans argue that the early black and white episodes capture the essence of the show more effectively, others appreciate the vibrancy that color brings. Critics of the later seasons often point to the departure of Don Knotts, whose portrayal of Barney Fife was a defining element of the series. Many believe that his absence significantly diminished the show's charm and comedic impact. As a result, some viewers recommend focusing on the first 5 seasons, which they consider to be the pinnacle of the series. Despite these differing views, the consensus remains that The Andy Griffith Show is a remarkable piece of television history. It offers a comforting escape into a world where community, friendship, and moral integrity are celebrated. For those who may be hesitant to watch older shows due to their black and white presentation, it is worth noting that this stylistic choice enhances the storytelling and atmosphere, allowing the characters and their interactions to shine. In conclusion, The Andy Griffith Show is more than just a sitcom. It is a cultural touchstone that continues to resonate with audiences. Its blend of humor, heart, and moral lessons makes it a show that can be enjoyed by viewers of all ages. Whether you are revisiting the series or discovering it for the first time, the charm of Mayberry is sure to leave a lasting impression.
Cut it. That's what I thought. Well, thank you, Mr.
As we wrap up our journey through the heartwarming world of Mayberry, a new chapter awaits. What happened to the beloved cast after the cameras stopped rolling? The stories behind the smiles are often as captivating as the show itself. Did Andy Griffith continue to charm audiences, or did he take a surprising turn in his career? What about the lovable Barney Fife, played by Don Knotts? His life after the show was filled with unexpected twists that fans may not know. And let's not forget about the talented actresses who brought the women of Mayberry to life. Their paths diverged in ways that reveal the challenges and triumphs they faced in Hollywood. Join us as we delve into the lives of these iconic characters beyond the screen, uncovering the secrets, struggles, and successes that shaped their journeys. Stay tuned, because the stories you thought you knew are about to take an intriguing turn.
What are you doing up on that thing?
Well, I'll tell you, Andy, I just might buy this car. Goober thinks I might.
Andy Griffith's portrayal of Andy Taylor in The Andy Griffith Show was a blend of warmth and authority, embodying the ideal small-town sheriff. His character was a father figure, balancing law enforcement with compassion, often solving problems with wisdom rather than force. However, behind the scenes, Griffith faced personal challenges that contrasted sharply with his on-screen persona. After the show ended in 1968, Griffith's career took various turns, including a successful stint in dramatic roles, but he struggled with typecasting. In his personal life, Griffith faced hardships, including the tragic death of his first wife, Barbara, from cancer in 1980. This loss deeply affected him, leading to a period of introspection. He later remarried, but his second marriage also faced difficulties, including a publicized divorce in 1987. Griffith battled health issues, including a heart condition that required surgery in 2000. Despite these challenges, he remained active in the entertainment industry until his passing in 2012. His legacy endures, marked by both his iconic role and the complexities of his life.
Thank you for a very nice evening, Fred.
Well, if the popcorn butter dripped on your dress.
Howard McNear portrayed Floyd Lawson, the town barber in the Andy Griffith Show, with a blend of humor and warmth that made him a beloved character. His portrayal was marked by a subtle depth, often reflecting the struggles of small-town life. McNear's performance brought a unique charm to Floyd, who was often caught in the comedic chaos of Mayberry. However, behind the scenes, McNear faced significant personal challenges. He battled health issues, including a severe stroke in 1963 that left him partially paralyzed. This incident forced him to adapt his acting style, but he continued to work, demonstrating resilience. After the Andy Griffith Show, McNear's career included guest appearances on various television series, but his health continued to decline. He faced financial difficulties and struggled with the impact of his stroke on his life and career. Despite these hardships, he remained a respected figure in the industry. McNear passed away in 1969, leaving behind a legacy of memorable performances. His life was marked by both triumph and tragedy, a testament to the complexities of fame. Last known information indicates that he is remembered fondly by fans and colleagues alike for his contributions to television.
They're doing a lot of business.
With the young'uns?
Mm-mm. Well,
Hal Smith's portrayal of Otis Campbell in the Andy Griffith Show left a lasting impression on audiences. As the town's lovable, inebriated character, Otis provided comic relief while also reflecting deeper themes of addiction and community acceptance. Smith's ability to balance humor with a sense of tragedy in Otis's life made the character memorable. After the show ended, Smith continued to work in television and film, lending his voice to various animated characters, including roles in popular series like The Jetsons and DuckTales. However, his personal life was marked by struggles. Smith faced financial difficulties and battled alcoholism, which mirrored the character he famously played. He also experienced the pain of losing his first wife, which deeply affected him. In his later years, Smith remained active in the entertainment industry but lived a more private life. His last known public appearance was in the late 1990s, and he passed away in 1994, leaving behind a complex legacy of both laughter and sorrow.
Right there's a perfect example of what I was trying to tell you. As a sheriff, you got to use different tactics and...
Jim Nabors brought Gomer Pyle to life in the Andy Griffith Show, portraying a naive but lovable character whose charm captivated audiences. Gomer's innocence and unique catchphrases made him a standout, leading to his own spin-off series. Nabors infused Gomer with a sincerity that resonated deeply, yet behind the cheerful facade lay a complex individual. After the show, Nabors faced personal challenges. He struggled with his identity, often feeling overshadowed by his character. His career flourished in the 1970s with a successful variety show, but he also faced criticism for being typecast. In his personal life, Nabors battled health issues, including a serious battle with hepatitis in the 1990s, which led to a liver transplant. Nabors was openly gay, a fact he kept private for many years due to the stigma of the time. He eventually married his partner, Stan Cadwallader, in 2013, a move that brought him peace. In his later years, Nabors retired to Hawaii, where he lived quietly until his passing in November 2017. His legacy remains, marked by both his iconic role and the struggles he faced.
This has got to be between you and me.
Denver Pyle's portrayal of Briscoe Darling in the Andy Griffith Show left a lasting impression on audiences. As the head of the Darling family, Pyle brought a unique blend of charm and eccentricity to the role, embodying the spirit of a rural, banjo-playing patriarch. His character was often seen as a humorous yet poignant reflection of family dynamics and the struggles of rural life. Pyle's performance resonated with viewers, making Briscoe Darling a memorable character in television history. After the show, Pyle's career continued to flourish. He appeared in various films and television series, including The Dukes of Hazzard, where he played Uncle Jesse. However, his life was not without challenges. Pyle faced personal hardships, including the loss of his first wife, which deeply affected him. He also battled health issues later in life, including a serious illness that led to his passing in 1997. Despite these struggles, Pyle remained a beloved figure in Hollywood, known for his warmth and talent. His legacy endures through his memorable roles and the impact he had on fans and fellow actors alike.
R-N-A-R-D?
Yeah.
Oh, I feel just as if the car's going to...
Betty Lynn portrayed Thelma Lou, the sweet and supportive girlfriend of Barney Fife, in the 1960 television series The Andy Griffith Show. Her character was known for her charm and loyalty, often providing a grounding presence for Barney's antics. Lynn's performance brought warmth and depth to Thelma Lou, making her a beloved figure among fans. After the show ended, Lynn faced significant challenges in her personal life. She struggled with the pressures of fame and the typecasting that often followed actors from successful series. In the years that followed, she experienced personal hardships, including the loss of her mother and the challenges of navigating a career in a changing entertainment landscape. Lynn also faced financial difficulties, which led her to take on various roles in theater and smaller television projects. Despite these struggles, she maintained a positive outlook and continued to engage with her fans. In her later years, Lynn lived in California, where she remained active in the community and participated in fan events. The last known information indicates that she passed away in October 2021, leaving behind a legacy of warmth and resilience.
Finding out Aunt Bee's wearing a wig. I never wanted her to put that thing on in the first place. Well, now that's all out in the open, I guess.
Howard Morris brought a unique energy to the role of Ernest T. Bass on The Andy Griffith Show. His character, a wild and unpredictable troublemaker, became a fan favorite for his antics and memorable catchphrases. Morris's portrayal was marked by a blend of humor and chaos, showcasing his talent for physical comedy and improvisation. This role, while beloved, also typecast him in similar eccentric characters throughout his career. After The Andy Griffith Show, Morris faced challenges in his personal life. He struggled with the pressures of fame and the expectations that came with it. His career included directing and voice acting, but he often found himself battling the shadows of his earlier success. Morris experienced financial difficulties and personal losses, including the death of his first wife, which deeply affected him. In later years, he continued to work in television and film, but his health began to decline. He passed away in 2005, leaving behind a legacy of laughter and a complex life marked by both triumphs and tribulations. His last known information reflects a man who, despite his comedic exterior, faced significant personal hardships.
How come the door's been jimmied?
Huh?
What are you doing with that bag?
George Lindsay brought the character of Goober Pyle to life in the 1960s television series The Andy Griffith Show. Goober, a lovable and somewhat bumbling mechanic, became a fan favorite for his quirky charm and comedic timing. Lindsay's portrayal added depth to the character, making him a staple in the show's ensemble. After the series ended, Lindsay faced challenges in his career. He struggled to find roles that matched the popularity of Goober, leading to a period of uncertainty. Despite this, he continued to work in television and film, appearing in various shows and movies, including guest spots on popular series. Lindsay's personal life was marked by hardships. He faced the pain of losing his first wife, which deeply affected him. He also dealt with the pressures of fame and the struggle to maintain his identity outside of Goober. In later years, he became involved in charity work, particularly for children's hospitals, finding purpose in helping others. The last known information about Lindsay is that he passed away in 2012, leaving behind a legacy of laughter and a complex life story that reflects both triumph and tragedy.
The man I wrote I was. She's only going to be here for a day, so let her see me as she believes me to be.
Well, that...
Frances Bavey portrayed Ann B. Taylor in The Andy Griffith Show, a role that became iconic for its warmth and nurturing spirit. Bavey's performance resonated with audiences, making Aunt B a beloved character. However, behind the scenes, her life was marked by personal struggles. Bavey faced challenges with her mental health, often battling anxiety and depression, which she kept largely private. After the show ended in 1968, She found it difficult to escape the shadow of Aunt Bee. Babe's later years were spent in relative seclusion, living in a modest home in Siler City, North Carolina. She became reclusive, avoiding public appearances and interviews, which fueled speculation about her well-being. In 1989, she suffered a heart attack, which led to her declining health. Despite her fame, she lived a quiet life, often reflecting on her past with a sense of melancholy. Frances Babe passed away in 1989, leaving behind a legacy that was both celebrated and shrouded in mystery. The last known information about her indicates that she remains a figure of intrigue, remembered for her role, but also for the complexities of her life.
Enjoy the pickle.
Richard Keith played the role of Johnny Paul Jason in the 1960 TV series The Andy Griffith Show. His character was a young boy who often found himself in humorous situations, showcasing the innocence and charm of childhood. Keith's performance was well received, and he became a recognizable face during the show's run. However, after the series ended, his career took a different path. He struggled to find consistent work in Hollywood, leading to a gradual decline in his acting opportunities. In his personal life, Keith faced significant challenges. He battled with substance abuse, which affected both his career and relationships. There were reports of run-ins with the law, including arrests related to drug possession. These incidents painted a darker picture of his life after the show, contrasting sharply with the wholesome image he portrayed on screen. As of the last known information, Richard Keith has largely stayed out of the public eye. He has made occasional appearances at fan conventions, but remains a figure shrouded in mystery, with few details about his current life. His story serves as a reminder of the complexities behind the facade of fame.
Andy.
Yeah. That answers a lot of questions.
Eleanor Donahue portrayed Ellie Walker in the 1960 series The Andy Griffith Show, a character that brought a fresh, youthful energy to the small town of Mayberry. Ellie was a charming and intelligent young woman who worked at the local drugstore, often serving as a love interest for Sheriff Andy Taylor. Her role was significant, as it represented a shift in the portrayal of women on television, showcasing a character who was both independent and relatable. However, Donahue's time on the show was brief, lasting only one season, as the character was written out to make way for others. After the Andy Griffith Show, Donahue faced various challenges in her career. She struggled to find roles that matched her early success, leading to a period of uncertainty. Personal hardships also marked her life. She experienced the pain of divorce and the loss of her mother, which deeply affected her. Despite these struggles, she continued to work in television, appearing in series like The Odd Couple, and later in guest roles on popular shows. In recent years, Eleanor Donahue has largely stayed out of the public eye, focusing on her family and personal life. She has occasionally participated in interviews reflecting on her career and the impact of her early work. As of the latest updates, she remains a beloved figure among fans of classic television, with her legacy as Ellie Walker still resonating.
I ain't about to.
You come down from that tree or we're coming up and get you.
I wouldn't do that if I was you, Mayor.
Alan Melvin portrayed Clarence Doc Malloy in the 1960 series The Andy Griffith Show, bringing a unique blend of warmth and humor to the character. Doc Malloy was the town's trusted physician, often providing comic relief while also serving as a voice of reason. Melvin's performance was marked by a genuine charm that resonated with viewers, making Doc a beloved figure in the show's community. After the series ended, Melvin's career continued to flourish, with roles in various television shows, including The Brady Bunch and All in the Family. However, his life was not without challenges. Melvin faced personal hardships, including the struggles of maintaining a stable family life amid the pressures of Hollywood. He experienced the pain of divorce, which left a mark on his personal life. In later years, Melvin battled health issues, including a heart condition that required surgery. Despite these challenges, he remained active in the industry until his passing in 2008. His legacy endures through his memorable roles and the impact he had on television comedy.
I guess you've seen everything now, including the attic.
Don Knotts' portrayal of Barney Fife in The Andy Griffith Show became iconic, showcasing a character who was both comically inept and endearingly earnest. Fife's exaggerated bravado and constant blunders made him a beloved figure, but behind the laughter lay a complex individual. Knotts struggled with personal insecurities and a tumultuous childhood, marked by his father's mental illness and a difficult home life. After the show ended in 1968, Knotts faced challenges in transitioning to film, with mixed success in projects like The Ghost and Mr. Chicken and The Reluctant Astronaut. His career was punctuated by a series of personal hardships, including a painful divorce from his first wife, Catherine, which left him emotionally scarred. Knotts battled depression and loneliness, often seeking solace in his work. In his later years, he found renewed success in television, appearing in shows like Three's Company. Knotts passed away in 2006, leaving behind a legacy of laughter and a life marked by both triumph and struggle.
Andy, you never smoke a cigar.
All right, Taylor, you just got to...
Ron Howard's role as O.P. Taylor in The Andy Griffith Show marked the beginning of a complex journey. As the innocent and curious son of Sheriff Andy Taylor, O.P. captured the hearts of viewers with his charm and sincerity. However, the transition from child star to adult actor was fraught with challenges. After the show ended in 1968, Howard faced the struggle of shedding his child star image. He encountered difficulties in finding substantial roles, leading to a period of uncertainty in his career. In the 1970s, Howard began to shift his focus behind the camera, directing films that would eventually earn him critical acclaim. Yet, his personal life was not without turmoil. He faced the pressures of fame, which led to a brief period of rebellion in his youth, including a notorious incident involving a car crash that left him shaken. Howard also dealt with the emotional strain of his parents' divorce, which deeply affected him. Despite these hardships, he persevered, becoming a successful director with films like Apollo 13 and A Beautiful Mind. As of now, Ron Howard continues to work in the industry, producing and directing projects while maintaining a relatively private life. He remains a respected figure in Hollywood, known for his resilience and dedication to storytelling. Parley Baer portrayed Mayor Roy Stoner in the 1960 television series The Andy Griffith Show, bringing a blend of charm and authority to the role. His character often found himself in humorous yet challenging situations, reflecting the complexities of small-town governance. Baer's performance was marked by a subtle depth, hinting at the pressures and responsibilities that come with leadership. Beyond the show, Baer's career spanned several decades, with notable appearances in radio, television, and film. He was a versatile actor, known for his work in various genres. However, his life was not without struggles. Baer faced personal hardships, including the challenges of maintaining a steady career in an ever-changing entertainment industry. He dealt with the pressures of typecasting and the struggle to find substantial roles after the show's end. In his later years, Baer experienced health issues that affected his mobility and public appearances. Despite these challenges, he remained a beloved figure among fans. The last known information about him indicates that he passed away in 2002, leaving behind a legacy marked by both his contributions to entertainment and the personal battles he faced throughout his life.
They can look in a crystal ball and tell the future. Don't mean they know the first thing about rain.
Hope Summers portrayed Clara Edwards in the 1960 TV series The Andy Griffith Show, bringing a unique blend of warmth and complexity to the character. Clara, a widow and friend to the main characters, often provided a glimpse into the struggles of small-town life. Summers' performance was marked by a subtle depth, reflecting the challenges faced by women of her time. After the show ended, Summers continued to act but faced personal hardships. She struggled with typecasting, often being seen only as a supporting character. In the late 1960s, she faced a scandal when her private life became public, revealing a tumultuous relationship that led to a brief but intense media frenzy. This period took a toll on her mental health, leading to a retreat from the spotlight. In her later years, Summers found solace in community theater, where she could express herself away from the pressures of Hollywood. The last known information about her suggests she lived a quiet life, focusing on her passions and away from the public eye. Her legacy remains in the hearts of fans who remember her for her poignant role in a beloved series.
Showers my life.
Now tell me one more time. The last thing you remember is taking a drink of water out of the cooler.
Jack Dodson portrayed Howard Sprague, the timid and often bumbling county clerk, in the 1960s television series The Andy Griffith Show. His character was known for his quirky personality and awkward interactions, often providing comic relief in the small town of Mayberry. Dodson's portrayal brought depth to Howard, showcasing a man who, despite his insecurities, had a good heart and a desire to contribute to his community. After the show ended, Dodson faced significant challenges in his personal life. He struggled with the pressures of fame and the typecasting that often followed actors from successful series. His career included guest appearances on various shows, but he never regained the same level of recognition. In his later years, Dodson dealt with health issues, including a battle with cancer. He also faced financial difficulties, which added to his stress. Despite these hardships, he remained a beloved figure among fans of the show. The last known information about Jack Dodson is that he passed away in 1994, leaving behind a legacy as a memorable character in television history.
Andy?
As we wrap up our look at the Andy Griffith Show, it's hard not to feel a wave of nostalgia. This beloved series, which aired from 1960 to 1968, brought us the charming town of Mayberry and its unforgettable characters. Andy Taylor, played by Andy Griffith, was a father figure who taught us about kindness and community. Don Knotts, as Barney Fife, provided endless laughs while also showing us the importance of friendship. The show tackled real-life issues, like the challenges of small-town life and the struggles of growing up, all while maintaining a light-hearted spirit. Many of the cast members faced their own challenges after the show ended. Andy Griffith dealt with the pressures of fame, while Don Knotts found success in film but also faced personal struggles. As you reflect on these stories, we want to hear from you. Did you watch the Andy Griffith Show during your childhood? What memories do you have connected to it? Share your stories in the comments below. Your experiences are part of the legacy of this timeless series.
Yeah, I expect.
You want one?
No.
I'll trade one, cost you.
No.